fellow joy lovers, and welcome back to Gimme That Joy. Today, to recap, we will be going over our last episode, which was based on emotional rest. And in that episode, we really delved deeply into the idea of pursuing delight. I hope that you all had a lovely time experimenting with that in your own ways between this video and last video. So today we'll be getting into our fourth episode, and this episode will be about physical rest. So let's get to it. Alrighty, for today's joy practice, we'll be focusing on physical rest. And here is our Sacred Rest Challenge prompt that we'll be using for our joy practice this week. Analyze your sleep quality. Do you sleep throughout the night, or do you wake up often? Is there something that constantly plagues your dream hours? How do you feel when you wake in the morning? Energized or still drained? Use this information as a starting point. At the end of our 30 weeks together, I want you to reevaluate your answers. If you follow every recommendation within this challenge, I know you too will be able to testify of the effects of a well-rested life and how that improves your sleep, sanity, and level of personal satisfaction. Okay, so, this is kind of the elephant in the room for most of us, getting enough sleep. And I have just been a fan of sleep my whole life. My bed is my favorite place. At the same time, I live a multifaceted, rather intense life. And so it's been a tad challenging to, especially of late, incorporate enough sleep into my life. I am a fan of using my lovely sleep app that goes with my fitness watch to track how I'm doing with my sleep. And in the last few weeks, I've been doing, probably the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been being more intentional about ensuring that I'm getting at least 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night. My goal is to edge more towards a 6.5, 7 region. And at the moment, I'm not quite in that area. So what I do is I incorporate naps along the way during the day, maybe 20, 30 minutes to an hour or 2 hours to help me kind of round out my sleep portfolio, let's say. And so as you go forward, I hope that you are able to find ways to incorporate more sleep by either going to bed earlier, getting up a little later, incorporating naps along the way so that you are able to reap the benefits of this lovely, lovely joy practice of getting enough sleep. Alrighty, and so as we ease into our Life Catalyst segment, today we have a special guest, my dear cousin Nicole, here at Life Living in the Flow Ever After and our Gimme That Joy YouTube series. Nicole is I tell you, I don't know how to explain what she does to make sure that this thing actually happens each week. I'm thoroughly thankful to God and to her for her stellar contribution and collaboration in all that we're doing here at Life Living the Flow Ever After. She is my executive assistant, but way more than that. That's just a title we gave her, so it looks it looks nice on the organizational chart of our mini organization. But yes, she is here to talk to us today about the Life Catalyst segment resource that we'd like to recommend. And this one is the book called The Power of When by Dr. Michael Bruce. And his name is spelled Breus. So he is a sleep doctor in the United States, and his book has been fabulous, a pivotal moment in our lives. And so Nicole is going to share her experience with the book for our Life Catalyst segment. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you with us. Okay, Nicole, here's our first question. What has been your sleep experience in the past before being introduced to this book?
Oh, I had a lot of sleep problems, especially when the seasons change. So right now it's the going from summer to fall, and in some countries they set the clocks back and it just wrecks my sleep schedule. So anytime the seasons changed, anytime I would travel, it would be weeks of can't sleep, tossing and turning, fall asleep, can't stay asleep. Going through college, going through university, sleep affects your studies. So I'd be in class just nodding off. Energy levels, activity, even appetite. Having your sleep pattern be off is just awful.
Okay. So a bit of a struggle with the sleep pattern and having consistent, good sleep and well-rested nights. So then what did you learn from the book that was helpful to you?
I think the book put together all the things I had learned like in pieces. So I remember one semester in university, I had to take a class and the only time I could fit it in was 5 or 6 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a ballet class. I had to take some kind of fitness class and my schedule was just packed. And I got up, went to my ballet class because I do love ballet. And that semester, my grades were significantly higher than other semesters where I would work out in the evening or at night. And I found that in general, when I got up and worked out, I was able to have better energy throughout the day. I slept better at night, but that was just something, it was kind of, well, if life worked out that way, that's what I did. When I read the book, I found that I am actually a dolphin. So they have 4 chronotypes that go through them. Dolphins are typically your insomniacs, your have the most sleep problems. And this is kind of one of the reasons he wrote this book. And it goes through a case study of like someone who's a dolphin that is struggling, and then week by week what changes you do. So he says, okay, week 1 and 2 just focus on this thing, and then week 3 and 4 just focus on this. And so as I followed that schedule, I found that I slept better, I had more energy, and even if I did travel or there was a change in my life, it gave me some kind of framework to be like, okay, this is what's going to work best. So it kind of put all the things together in life that I kind of stumbled upon but not consciously been aware of, that made the difference.
All right. It's a nice organized way to incorporate various habits that assisted in improving your sleep quality.
Very much.
Lovely. Okay. So you said you've been learning these things here and there over time in bits and pieces, and now it all came together in one thing. So what changes have you made and what effects have you experienced?
Changes I've made. So I try to work out more in the morning, even if I'm, as you know, not very verbal in the morning.
Yes.
I wake up and I can move, but speaking is not at full capacity, but it's okay. So I know that this is something that's fine. Exercise is going to wake me up. So exercising in the morning, maybe if I want to do weights or something, less cardio. In the evening, that's fine. Okay. One thing that he said is for dinner, be happy with the carbohydrates and the starches because it's going to help you relax into sleep. So for me as a dolphin, I always try to eat like balanced. He's like, no, be okay, have something extra that's going to help you calm into the evening so that sleep isn't this kind of like anxious, oh, am I going to sleep tonight? Am I not? Am I not? So that was kind of little tweaks. So I tend to be more relaxed about dinner. And what was the other really good thing that I liked is afternoon walks. Because he said you're going to feel, sluggish in the afternoon. Be okay with going out for a sunny walk. Try not to nap, which right now is really hard. So I try to, at least if I'm going to like lay down or sit down, do something very engaging, like studying, but have a lot of natural light. Okay. So these are 3 different things that I've done that have helped a lot. And even if I do have a night where I toss or turn, I can still like, okay, so let's think about what did I do that I could probably improve on, because I do have a framework now for how I can improve my sleep, knowing my kind of sleep type and what challenges we face.
Nice. Lovely. Alrighty. So there you have it, folks. Now you may be wondering about this dolphin that Nicole is mentioning, and we're going to include below a link that you can click on to take Dr. Bruce's sleep quiz, so you can figure out which chronotype you are. Are you a bear? Are you a lion? Are you a dolphin? Or are you a wolf? And based on your sleep chronotype, then you can, like Nicole, delve into the book and discover treasures, secrets that will transform your sleep quality and your depth and level of rest from sleep. And that's it for our Life Catalyst segment today. Thanks, Nicole.
Right.
Before we ease into our invitation to joy, let me remind you once again about our lovely Patreon community. Feel free to join us at any tier in the community. However, if you join us at the lemon balm tea level or tier, then you too, like Nicole, will be able to be in the running to be a Life Catalyst segment interviewee. And we can then interview you about your experience with one of the Life Catalyst resources. And so if you have had a beautiful experience with one of the Life Catalyst resources, please feel free to let us know. And then we can do an interview with you to share your experience with others and encourage others on their joy journey. Our gentle invitation to joy this week is to analyze your sleep quality. How are you doing in sleep? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? What would you like that to be like? And how can you, bit by bit, cultivate and craft the beautiful sleep experience that you desire to have? If you want, you can incorporate naps here and there. You can try going to bed gradually, incrementally, maybe in 15-minute or half-hour blocks, a little earlier to sleep, so that you may get better rest and wake up more rested. Another tip you could possibly experiment with is incorporating some type of sleep routine, a way for you to wind down and ease into sleep. Because for some of us, it's a tad tricky to actually go to sleep, fall asleep once we're in the bed. And so experiment with different ways of enhancing your sleep quality and your whole experience of getting that essential rest that only sleep can give. I look forward to hearing in the comments how it all goes for you. And until next time, bye for now.